mistaken. So I know the adverse of that story. So it was a guy named Bobby Lott. He like led the his school or the NCAA in scoring in basketball. He used to come up and mentor with us when I was in high school. And this man, he was like Spud Webb. He was probably like 5'8". He'd dunk on you. He's nasty with the handle, and it was fire as soon as he crossed half court, right? But he ain't go to the league. And I'm like, bro, how is it that you not in the league? It just don't make no sense. And he told me I chose my family over finances. And I thought he was the dumbest nigga alive when he said that shit to me. This is me in high school. As an adult man, I 100% understand what he was saying. I need to find him so I can talk to him about it because I now understand what he was talking about then. But it come with a priority shift. And he was one of the happiest people I ever seen. His family was happy. His daughters was good. They was going to the school actually. Him and his wife was in a great. They didn't have a mega mansion, but they had a really nice house. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, life is a sacrifice. Sometimes you got to pick where you're gonna sacrifice that and where you're gonna choose to go for what you absolutely want. But that was a man I think early on knew who he was, and he went with that. And I couldn't understand it as a child, but as an adult, I absolutely understand what that means.
I don't even know what we were talking
I
about.
think that's where I'm at. I'm okay with making adjustment. Like, not to say that nobody likes nice things. You know what I'm saying? I like nice things, but I'm okay with waiting. You know what I'm saying, to get it. It doesn't have to be immediate. I'm okay with waiting to get the things that I want.
What percentage of women on the dating market do you think are willing to wait today?
Lot. So let me just say this: if you're talking about the baddie chick that y'all all want, them pretty girls for sure.
No, I mean just any woman that's single.
The girl you walk outside.
I think the younger they are, the less likely they're willing. I think the older you are, then you learn.
So remember when I was saying
you're 45, that 20-year-old's gonna act like a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I remember when I said we have like a real crisis on our hands. Is that y'all are speaking from the standpoint of women that are smart enough to convert your thinking and or have always been that way. The reason why this crisis is so bad for men is that women that are supposed to know better don't. The women that are supposed to say, let me be patient with the man and not expect everything up front. He's only 30 something years old. He's been at the job 10 years. He's going to peak. He's gotten promoted twice. They're supposed to use all of these practical, logical steps to understand why they would get with a man. Now women are failing in that regard and expecting, way more of a man than they should. I would say a small minority.
What age group?
I think it's now 35 and up. 35 and up still want instant gratification. And millennials.
Yep. So because I just want to mention 35 and up, that's a different time of your life, right? But even when I say 20, because I still keep in touch with a lot of my cheerleaders, okay, and they're all in their 20s now, having kids. Some of them are married, and a lot of them are married to people who they went through life with. They're not married to like ballers or anything. Matter of fact, we have some mutual friends that we knew. I have like 3 of them. Actually, I'm talking them into like moving on because he's just not the one, because they've been in relationships for like 7 years and it doesn't look like he's going to be moving forward, but yet they're still there. I think that it just depends. If I look into reality, I think that the internet has us thinking that, but people are not moving like this for real in reality. I don't think. Like, I just don't see it.
So, Shane, I want to ask you this question. If people are not moving like that in reality, then why are marriage rates declining and divorce rates increasing?
So I do believe that women...
Divorce rates are increasing. When I just looked up the latest stat that they were saying that actually it has dropped. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That was pandemic related. Like, you know what I mean? Like just basically stuck in the house type. So I think I saw that same thing where it kind of just flattened out, but I think that was pandemic related.
You mean when it increased and now that the pandemic is over, it's dropped?
It's gonna okay. Yeah, it's like people, back to normal hot girl summer. I'm out now. Yeah.
Well, for the answer to the question, divorce, and I know people who divorce for many reasons or whatever, but when it comes to marriage, I think Trigger Mike stated it earlier. Why buy the milk? You open your legs free. Why he gonna marry you? He's getting every benefit he could possibly get without marrying you. Why would he? I wouldn't marry you.
Yeah.
That's why he's not marrying you.
I mean, and just there are no like I'm telling you right now, I feel so bad. I mean, really, for Black women, I feel really bad because what you're expecting of these men, they don't even have the example of themselves. Most of them were raised by their mother without a significant example of how to even sustain a home. Like I said, they're scared of it, but yet their nature makes them want the woman still. They do. Like women be like, if you loved me, you would marry me. No, he loves you. He has no idea how to express that in the traditional sense of marrying you. Then to add insult to injury, you're throwing your degree in his face. Then to add to that, like, you know what I'm saying? These men are so ill prepared.
But then you say we need to be under their leadership, and I think a headship.
No.
So you can't have it both ways.
No. So the interesting part of it is that none of that changes what you need in the relationship or his leadership in the home. We don't lead by we don't lead by desire because we want to. We lead by expectation. If all of us woke up tomorrow buck naked in the forest, not knowing what to do, and there were children there, and something cataclysmic was coming, you would fall and hug the children, and we would know exactly that we're supposed to be leading the charge in any situation. We would know. In fact, let me put it to you this way. It only takes a few, and the rest of the men will follow. Okay. That's basically what you see in everyday life. There's a chief, there's an alpha, and the rest of men either got to fall in line or die.
I agree with that.
So yeah, you expect us to lead. Most men don't have, lead by authority skills. They don't. They're not alpha. But that is not a requirement to lead his own house. It's not. To lead a woman, you just need to be a man of good character. Like literally, a man of good character willing to take care of his zone and be accountable for it. I need blank from you. One of the things I need people to stop doing here is say, well, most men don't know how to fix a toilet. Well, nobody knows how to fix a toilet till they learn how to fix a toilet. Men who know what they're accountable for automatically know what their role is. You cannot physically manipulate this screw. So that's me. Let me jump on YouTube. This is how I found out people were doing this type of stuff on YouTube. I was looking up everything that my dad didn't teach me how to fix. And I was like, there are people up here having discussions. Wow. I didn't know how to fix it till I learned how to fix it because it's my job. Our thing is we will figure it out. That's why we're the leader. For sure. Everything you can't do, I will figure it out. That's why I'm the leader. I'm just saying.
And I changed the toilet in my house.
I didn't take responsibility for the shit.
She's that chick though. She's like that.
That's just my thing.
Oh, you just like doing that?
Yeah.
I'll call Tara like Tara.
We're gonna talk about why your hobby is toilets, but okay.
No, it's just like I do tile. I did a
like
fireplace.
Your daddy must have been a carpenter or something.
I
got a carpenter friend who got he actually sells them. Yeah, I told y'all, there's so much money men make that
I was about to post pictures today on my Instagram about me. I was about to post pictures because like how sometimes when you take old pictures, your Google will say this is what you did 5 years ago or something like that. I was about to post it. I was changing my my brakes on my car, like my dad. No, I'm being so serious. So I was at my dad's house and, my dad would show me things like in terms of taking care of my car. I just enjoy doing stuff like that. It has nothing to do with. So when y'all are talking about, being feminine and this and that, I know that I'm not, I guess, a normal chick. I don't know because I'm attracted to, I kid you not, I'm attracted to things.
I'm not saying you can't do. I'm saying you're wild.
Why?
One of this Sierra Leonean guy taught me how to fix my own brakes. Taught me how to put brakes on when I was like 16. That's such a complicated process. I still ain't doing that shit. I'm taking that like what? bleeding the brakes. Then I fixed them and forgot to pump them before I turned the car on, so they going all the way to the floor. I was like, oh no, never doing this myself. You crazy.
I don't know. And I've always been like that ever since I've been younger. So a lot of times, like when we're in these spaces and I'm hearing about, oh, rest in your femininity, this is what you're supposed to do. Like guys saying that this is how a woman is supposed to be. For me, I will never fit in that, because if you're out there, and it's not that I'm trying to compete or like, oh, you could do it, I could do it too. It's never been about that. It's just things that nice.
This is my talent. So I wouldn't tell myself how to do this.
It's just that I enjoy doing those things. When girls were playing with dolls, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I've always
I think we all know. I think we all know a girl like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all know a girl like that. Well, I also look at it as who?
I'm talking to Chaotic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know girls that in fact, usually when I say, it's funny out here, usually when I say I never see a woman working outside, the very next day I'll see a Mexican woman working with a group of dudes. Right. And it's not even just cleaning. She never got on the roof. Like, I've never seen that. Like a girl doing some roofing, like the super dangerous stuff, but she's doing some of the landscaping, like the stuff on the ground or laying some concrete. And it's like they taught her how to do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've noticed that a girl can work alongside, you know, but it's when we say rest in your femininity, it will never be a fully girl squad of carpenters. If there ever is, they're not building my house.
Sometimes I hate asking him to help me, because like I want him to help me. It'll be specific things that like he's taller or something like that where I need him. I'm reluctant to ask for help, because what happens is his help comes to taking over.
But you know what you should have been, though. I'm sorry, I forgot to say this, because I have girl cousins that do what you do. You know what they or like to do. Do you know what it is that you took more to kinesthetic learning, and you should have been an engineer? Everybody who just likes doing that stuff, like for me, it's guns, right? You saw me doing this.
Math is involved.
You saw me doing this with my hands. I was building the upper for my gun. That was while I was sitting here. You like good engineering. So you want to reverse engineer it, see how it works. Ooh, let me take this apart, put it back together. That's what majority of engineers grew up doing.
No, I'm just
exactly.
But doesn't engineering have to do with math?
It does. A lot of math.
So yeah. The traditional schooling method involves a lot of math.
Okay.
But
if you're Nigerian, you got the notes, so you're gonna pass all the math.
No, but I was gonna say there are ways to get into it through the tech level, and then through your experience, you become one anyway.
Okay, got you.